Example 6, 3-point charges slide along the x-axis as shown in figure 2. So we have Q1 positive 12, Q2 negative 20, and Q3 positive 36 microcoulomb. And question A, calculate the magnitude and direction of the total electrostatic force exerted on Q1. So they minta total force on Q1, so we only focus on Q1. We don't have to focus on Q2 and Q3. Okay, now the first step. Okay, itu untuk question A. And question B, suppose the charge Q2 can be moved left or right along the line connecting the charge Q1 and Q3. Determine the distance from Q3 where Q2 experienced a net electrostatic force of 0. Okay, so we focus on question A first. Okay, dikata calculate the magnitude. Now we know they are in a one system. Okay, Q1 is here, so Q1 akan exert force daripada 2 and 3. Okay, now we draw the Q1 first. So Q1 is positive. Okay, so Q1 berada di sini. Q1 and Q2 positive and negative, so they will attract toward each other. So attract, the one will move to the right. So we move to the right. Force by 2 on 1, right? And we look at 3 and 1. So 3 akan exert force dekat 1 sebab they are in one system. So 3 is positive, 1 is positive, positive and positive both will repel each other. So 1 will move to the left. So it will move to the left. F by 3 on 1. Is there any more charges? No more. So there are only two charges. So that we only have 2 forces. Alright. So the second step, we have to calculate the F1, the 2-1 and F3-1. Okay. So calculate the F2-1 first. So F2-1, we use the Coulomb's equation, Q2 Q1 over R21 square. So we substitute all the values, exponent 9, so Q2 is negative. But we just insert the value, not the sign, negative 6. And Q1 is 12, exponent negative 6. Divided by the distance square. So between 1 and 2 is 12 centimeter. Must be in meter, so it will be 0.12 square. So you tekan calculator, you akan dapat 150 Newton. And I know F21 is moving to the right, or I can write here it move in positive x-axis. Okay. Next, we go to the F31. Okay, so F31 is K Q3 Q1 over R31 square. Substitute the values. 9. Q3 is 36. Exponent negative 6. And Q1 is 12. Exponent negative 6. Should be no problem because both charges is positive. And the distance between 1 and 3 is 12 plus 20. So we have 32 centimeter. Convert into meter is 0.32 square. Okay, don't forget the square. Okay, so now we will get 37.9688, and we know it is moving to the left. So left is negative x. 1 to the right, 1 to the left. So we have to include the direction. So F on 1 is equals to F21 plus negative F31. Okay, kenapa negatif? Sebab dia bergerak ke kiri. Ini positif sebab dia bergerak ke kanan. Okay, so we have the value F21 and we have the value for F31. We just substitute inside here. 21 is 150 plus negative 37.9688. So dia akan jadi tolak. So you akan dapat 112.03 Newton. So disebabkan dia positif, it is moved to the right. Okay, so that's for the first part A, and we go to the second part B. Suppose the charge Q2 can be moved left or right along the line connecting the charge Q1 and Q3. Determine the distance from Q3 where Q2 experience the net electrostatic force of 0. So apa maksud soalan ini? Dia nak bila kita gerakkan Q2 ni ke kanan ataupun ke kiri at some point, sebab Q2 sekarang negative 20. No, the force ada nilai. At where's the point yang Q2 ni kita gerakkan, total force dekat Q2 equals to 0. Okay, so dia akan dapat macam ini. Summation of force on 2 must be equals to 0 dekat mana? Okay, so kita tahu, kita lukis dulu keadaan ini. 1 is positive, 2 is negative, and 3 is positive. Right? So, kita nak gerakkan sini, tak tahu ke mana. Okay, so we know 2 will experience 2 forces from 1 and from 3. So, macam mana forces dia? Okay. So, 1 and 2 akan attract towards each other sebab dua-dua positif dan negatif. So, dekat 2, kita hanya fokus kepada 2 sahaja. So, dekat 2, dia akan bergerak ke kiri. So, this is 1 force by 1 on 2. And dekat 3, dia akan ada force by 3 on 2 sebab dia juga different charges. So, dia akan attract towards each other. Okay, now, I know that total force dekat 2 must be equals to 0. Okay, so total force at 2 must be equals to 0. So, force dekat 2 yang ada ialah negative F12 plus F32. Kenapa ada negatif dekat sini? Sebab saya tahu F12 dia bergerak ke kiri dan F32 dia bergerak ke kanan. That's why dia positif. Okay. So, what I should do here ialah I rearrange the equation. Negative F12 plus F32 equals to 0. So, F32 equals to F12. And I know using the Coulomb's equation, so F is equals to K Q3 Q2 over R32 square equals to K Q1 Q2 over R12 square. Okay, so soalan saya dekat mana saya gerakkan charge 2 ni supaya total force dekat dia kosong. So, tadi jaraknya ialah 12 dan 20. Dekat sini total force bukan kosong. Sekarang saya kena gerakkan. So, saya tahu from here to here panjangnya ialah 32 cm. So, 32 cm. So, saya boleh denote dekat sini from here to here. Saya tak tahu nilainya X berapa. Dan from here to here ialah 32 cm minus X. Okay. So, kita boleh cancelkan nilai K dan Q2. So, what left is Q3 R32 and Q1 R12 square. So, we substitute the values. Okay. So, Q3 is 36 exponent negative 6. R32. So, R32 dekat sini saya jadikan dia sebagai X. Dan Q12 ialah 12 exponent negative 6. Dan R12 ialah 0.32 meter minus X. Square. Jangan lupa square kan. Okay. So, what I should do, I rearrange the equation. So, saya akan dapat 36 exponent negative 6 divided by 12 exponent negative 6 equals to X square over 0.32 minus X square. So, disebabkan ada square is very complicated. So, what I should do, I can square root both sides. So, bila saya square root both sides, this one akan cancel. Okay, so bila saya kira, saya akan dapat this one is sec3 equals to X over 0.32 X minus X. Okay, so kita susun balik. Sec3 0.32 minus X equals to X. So, kita darabkan this one dengan this one. So, akan dapat 0.5543 minus 1.732 X equals to X. I want to find X. So, saya akan dapat 2.732 X equals to 0.5543. So X is equals to 0.203 meter. So itu ialah jarak daripada 2 kepada 3. But we want to know both. So R32 is equals to 0.203 meter. R12 is equals to 0.32 minus 0.203. So I will get 0.117 meter. Alright. So that's for the example 6. Thank you.